Yay. Hype hippa hype hippa hype hype. Hype hippa hype hype yay. Yay.
Good evening, folks, or good morning, or good day, or good whatever it is in your time zone. Hello. So I am not preparing for a snapshot because I work for Mojang or because I have internal information. I'm not allowed to use any kind of internal information. So, you know, that would be leaking information. However, there is a very nice thing called the Minecraft bug tracker that lists a lot of bugs, and it lists when they get closed as fixed for the next thing. So we know exactly which bugs have been closed for the next update. And there's a bunch of them. So it doesn't matter if there's a snapshot this coming week or the week after that or whatever. If there is a snapshot at any point, I want to be ready for it. And therefore, we're going to be preparing for all of those. For those of you who weren't here last week when we did a behind the scenes on a technical video, this is the board that we use for tracking this kind of stuff. So here are all, like, what you can see here is that every single card on this board currently has a bug number on it. That's a closed bug. And so if you look at the previous thing, 32A, which is obviously out, has a bunch of new stuff that doesn't have bug numbers on it. Next one, we don't know anything except bugs. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's why there's a not to fix sometimes. So, well, essentially, yes, we'll prepare for all of the these bugs to be fixed, which basically means we're capturing before and after footage of the way the thing looks in this version, which is 32A, and the upcoming version, whatever that may be. And so generally what happens is when a snapshot releases, the first thing I will be doing is I will be writing script and then recording VO for everything that is in the snapshot. That's the first stage of putting together a video. Then we'll do all the recording. And sometimes during that process, it will turn out that some of the bugs just aren't properly fixed. So, you know, rather than go back at that point, re-record new VO and stuff, we put some funny text on screen instead. For today, the recording indicator is not supposed to be on. Oh, but that's because my OBS is recording. Because it's recording the entire stream. So it'll be on the entire stream. So don't worry about it. I'm not going to actually record anything today. We're just doing setups. What was I saying? Oh, yes. My OBS has done a thing again where for some reason its monitoring output is not working, so I do not hear sounds from OBS. This is usually fixed by restarting it, but restarting it would end the stream, essentially. So I'm not doing that. So I might miss notifications and stuff today. I'm sorry about that. Sorry in advance. But thank you, Eindumenam, for gifting a sub to their suffix. And thank you also for subscribing with a Prime sub. Sarge Visor, thank you for the 5 months during the intro. Thank you all of you, actually, for that hype train. Very much appreciate that. So we cannot scare you with creeper bits. That is true. That's very true. Thank you, Octogen.
Will you miss these
for
too?
61 months. And tomorrow for the Prime sub coming up on 67 months. Holy smokes. Thank you, Octogen, for the 100 bits as well. Thank you, Singular Hollow, for the 52 months. Hello. And thank you, Octogen, for gifting a sub to Liam. Hello and welcome to Love Rose and Liam XH. Welcome in. Thank you for the follows. There were a bunch of questions during the intro, so I'm kind of trying to answer most of them, but basically you kind of now know what we're doing and why. Will you miss these too? Well, I will not hear them. That doesn't necessarily... Oh, my microphone is peaking. Hold on. maybe pull this down a little bit. How about this? Okay, that should be good. That doesn't necessarily mean I missed them, but I won't hear anything. I might see it scroll through in the chat and whatnot. But anyway, we're gonna switch back to this view. And I will ask you, Epic, to please not show up for the camera. Please, if you're gonna be on here, please do setups. So yeah, everything you see here, everything that is not tagged with a name already is something that is kind of up for grabs. The names here are names of my my Snapshot helper. So you saw Epic in game, and he's been doing setups for some of these things. My name is on some because I've been doing some setups, and then we have Black Square here, who's also one of the helper. Oh, his card is behind the thing right now. There's also we have a mod that is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, which is integrated with this board. So I can do something like this command, which is checking what is left to do on the gameplay section. Loaded ender pearls are deleted when viewing the end credits for the first time when ender pearls vanish on death is true. You can scare Lian in particular. Yes. let's work on ender pearls things, I guess. So the way this mod is set up is basically trying to automate the whole process of capturing a clip about something. So what I'm going to try to do is make a setup that replicates this bug. And then we can put like recording commands in there so that it auto connects to OBS and records everything. Obviously, now I'm recording the stream, so I've got that turned off. But otherwise, that's how it goes. So I guess. Where do we want to go? Something like this. Don't need this dragon. That opens the portal. Lightly modded Minecraft. I mean, it's quite heavily modded, but it's modded for a very particular cause. So this is in the command. We have set up some splines, essentially. Splines is the camera movements that you see in the update videos when the camera is kind of smoothly moving around and showing you stuff. The setup is just a thing that like runs commands and stuff. What build of the game is this? This is the 25W32A with Fabric and the custom mod that I wrote. Credits, ender pearls. We'll create a new setup. Basically, oh, this is a bit annoying. I suppose I kind of want an ender pearl like here. End update confirmed. Yes, every time a bug is fixed that involves the end, of course it's the end update. Did you code the mods yourself? It's a single mod that does all of this stuff. Why is this not doing the right thing? Okay, cool. And yes, I coded this. Black Score, who you saw on the helper board there, has also been and is in chat. Has also helped out. Rip. So basically, we're gonna do a few things here. We're gonna summon. Well, essentially, probably kind of want to do this. summon an ender pearl, not an ender dragon this time, here. We'll give it a tag. Credits pearl, sure. And actually probably want it lower by 1. So now there's an ender pearl there. I want to do data modify entity at n tag equals credits. Did I have an underscore? Damn it. Ever had a bug fix not work in the modded client? I think so, but only on weird technicalities. Why is this pearl bouncing so high? They don't usually bounce like this, do they? Oh yeah, no, there was one very recently. So one thing we do, I'll show you in a second, is we record input and then play it back. So we replicate player movements and stuff. And there was an input bug fix that, an input bug that didn't replicate if you used a recorded input system. And update confirmed jokes are so brain rot, obnoxious, and desperate. Yes,
Yay.
Welcome to the internet. Crumpy, thank you for the follow. I have no idea how to read that name, but thank you. We want to modify the owner, I believe it's capital, set from entity at SUID. So now this ender pearl should be mine. It is, cool. So those two commands will summon a pearl here that is mine. So we're going to edit this. We're going to add a command group at 0. And we're going to take these two commands and stuff them in there. So every time when we start this thing, that's going to happen. And then 15 seconds, I guess, we're going to want to probably kill that pearl. Tag equals credits pearl, if it still exists. Yeah, what was this? It was, you had to have the game rule off or something? Ender pearls vanish on death is true. That's the default. We don't have to change that. Okay. There's a bunch more things. So, set, what is it called? Player? No. Reset player. Credits. So this is another command we added from that mod, which is basically a way, because we sometimes need to showcase bugs involving seeing the credits, we need a way to set the players to not having seen the credits. We're going to stuff that into this as well. Reset player credits. Yeah, this mod has been for a good while. We've tried to improve the workflow of the working with snapshot setups for a good while. So also I probably want to have a teleport in here. So we have a bunch of quick, maybe we actually want the ender pearl in frame, and we'll change that to here. It's the funniest bug you've ever fixed. I don't know. What did I leak for you? I have no idea. If you do fabric stuff, do you use Mojang mappings or yarn? Why the heck would I use yarn? I know there are people out there who are like super paranoid about official mappings, but like why? All right, so anyway, what I want to do here is I want to put like let's pick somewhere that is kind of reasonably obscured, like here. We're gonna set block this thing to end portal. Very good. And then I want a execute in overworld. Can I set the spawn point me here? I think it actually has to be one block up if I remember correctly. Let's see where I respawn if I do that.
Yay.
Yes. Mojang maps do not provide parameter names for functions, though. We use parchment in this project. Can you release the mod? No. Well, can. Yes. Will. No. Oh, what's that? Tutuchian? Or Tutachian? I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you for the follow. Welcome in. So, why don't I release the mod? One, it's a bunch of, very specialized things. Specifically for my... Oh, right. Of course. It's a bunch of things specifically for my recording, right? Okay, maybe we don't do this with a portal then. Remove that. Take a command block with pressure plate. We're gonna right, I can't do that. We're gonna take this command, stuff it in here, put this on there. So now if of course that doesn't work. Step on there, we get here again. But the other reason I want to release this mod is there's a bunch of work that we put into it constantly to keep it up to date from when the snapshots update and stuff. There's work involved in this, and that is work that we have to do to get the video done every time. And basically it represents kind of my competitive advantage. I've put a ton of work into setting this stuff up. And the only thing I would do by releasing this mod would be to basically take away that and give away this advantage to others who are making snapshot videos. All right, so we have... I want the spawn point command in here, this one. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to record input for this. So now we have the Ender Pearl on screen. We're going to go through here. We're going to see the credits. I'm going to hit escape. We're going to go here, and the Ender Pearl's gone. That's the whole input recording. And so now I can play this. Hold on. It's my off, please. Now I can play this. We get an Ender Pearl. It's there. Wander through the portal. See the credits, although we barely see any of it because, and the pearl is gone. And then hopefully in the new version, the pearl is there, right? So now this setup is done, and I will be able to replay this as many times as needed. And if I did this normally, I would have it in a mode where that would automatically... actually, never mind. I never put that in here. So let's put that in here. So record, start. What is the gameplay? Ender Pearls with credits. And then at the end of this, I want to record, stop. So now we have commands in there to automatically record this little sequence. And so that's done, which means I'm going to put this card as done. And so what that does, if we go look at the board, is this is now marked as setup done here on this thing. And there is information in here about the command to prepare for recording in game and the file name that it's going to end up with on disk. So now we only need to do that for all of the things. I did fix the bug, yes. It had many of the bugs I fixed yesterday had very silly reasons. So what we had was a bug that stopped the mod from updating the cards properly. And the problem was that we changed the color on one of the stickers to something that the mod was not aware of. But so that was that bug. There are a ton of others. So now we need to just go through and do all the hoppers appear to randomly stop draining items through shelves. Okay, sure. Remember that bug? The not updating thing. That's only been around for a week. This music is hysterical. Are you concerned that social media and YouTube policing will impact your viewership and viewer interactions? No. I am concerned about that for many other reasons, but not for that reason. Like there are, for all of the kind of essentially mass surveillance laws and things getting passed right now, there are massive like privacy implications and whatnot. But I'm not worried about it from my viewers' point of view. I'm worried about it from many other points of view. The tags don't update until you refresh the page, yes. And that's not a bug in my mod. That's a bug in Miro, the system we're using. So, shelf. Hopper. What do I need? We will use maybe lime bowl. Okay, so I believe the setup looks something like... No. Side place. Do this. Okay, that. Interesting. So maybe that's not what we do. Okay. Okay, hold on. I guess I need to look at this bug more closely. Place a shelf with a hopper below and a hopper pointed into the side or top. I've done that. Fill all 3 shelf slots with a full stack of blocks. Okay, I see. That's the missing part. Come on. Come on. There you go. Fill the input hopper with... At some point, the bottom hopper stops filling until you clear. Okay, hold on. So I think the video on the bug shows that. Is the team already preparing the next drop? I do not work with the drop. The drop team gets to, you know, say stuff if they want to. All right, yes, now we're in a position. Like, this should be pulling out items because they match. They're not. What's the biggest snapshot video you've ever done? Probably like the first video of some drop or update. Like the first snapshot after summer generally tends to be really large. And yeah. Okay, so I think this is the setup I want. So what I'm going to do is do area : shelf hoppers, export this coordinate to that coordinate onto the server. This is a new thing. Were there any under the hood performance changes in recent snapshots? Because even without sodium, I'm getting stable frame rates. Well, I'm glad to hear. There were some, yes. I believe there have been both graphics or several graphics updates. Are you a technical engineer? Well, do exclamation point job and you'll see it. Also, I keep alt tabbing to my to my browser window, and it pops up the all the cards instead of my streaming, and I'm not. Okay. There you go. So we have that now. I guess I will do setup lime shell hoppers create. We want to be here. We want to do area. What did I call it? Damn it. This. Import from server. It is Fabric. It's private mod. No, you're not getting it. It's specifically tailored to do things for these snapshot videos. It has nothing that isn't meant for snapshot videos. So that should be good enough. Record start gameplay hopper, maybe shelf with hoppers. Yeah, I'm just kind of repeating answers to very common questions. Are the 7 sniffer plants still on the table? I have no idea what 7 sniffer plants you're talking about. And I, again, do not work with the drops. I am working... I work with essentially the engine team.
Thank you for providing me with a download of the No You're Not Getting It Minecraft mod. I absolutely love it.
I have no idea when
Weirdly
that
enough,
like, TTS
blocks don't drop
Because I
things
don't hear it.
anymore after breaking
can I
though.
see the BO meter for it? No. Great. Well, it's probably done now. Thank you, Thomas, for the 66 months. Good to see you. Yes, for those of you who weren't here at the start of the stream, I do not hear my notifications from OBS today because of a bug in OBS. Restarting it would solve it, but restarting it would also dump the stream. So I'm not doing it. But that means I don't hear the noises that OBS makes. All right, well, I'll probably want
Thomas.
to record some input.
Lovely
for
to
this.
see you less than 3.
Input, record. OBS noises. Loud noises. I have the record commands in there. This should still work. That should be fine. One more thing I want to do here is I want to clear the inventory. No murder children noises. That was a good while ago, actually. I've moved since then. Moved, what? God, 6-7 years ago? From the murder playground? How do shelves work with hoppers? Which slot enters which slot? Hoppers put and pull items from the left to the right, kind of like they would in other containers. All right, so I think this is done. Don't know the story of murdered children noises. Okay, before I move, before I met my current, the person who's now my wife, and moved together with her and the kiddo, I lived in a different place, and that place had a playground just across this, like across the walkway right outside my window, and we called it the murder playground because the kids there would scream as if they were getting murdered. So yeah. Actually, maybe we want to clear this. Like, we might want to do that on the, like, end of this. just so it doesn't. But yeah, so like in my streams, I don't know how much, like I stream with noise cancellation, but I don't really do that for recording. And so yeah. I have some where do I have those? There's some good recordings of this stuff that happened there that are still on my website. Maybe you can find that. That would be under here. I have some really interestingly named like MP3 files. Okay, hold on. I've got this. I gotta find these things in. Okay. What's the hardest Snapshot video you've ever done? As like, it's either. Well, one thing is, Snapshot videos have become more easy with the development of this mod. I used to do this stuff without having the same kind of thing. Okay, so does this go out? I think it does. It's on like the Discord line or something. Here's one. This is like a minute long. This is while I'm trying to record like a Snapshot video or something. My guy is like dying. Oh yeah, there's like just lots of noises everywhere. Adding new sound files for the guy. I'm getting more and more and more angry. It's just worse than the kids on the bus today. Here's the other one.
We can put that on top, I guess.
There's like one more with some neighbor's dog also. But I have one called OMG sound quality. Okay, what is this? All right, we're sidetracking hard, but I'm enjoying this.
Those were all the changes in. Those were all the changes in this version.
Like those screams could literally just be a kid being kidnapped, and I at that point was just 100% desensitized and would just like not. I would not notice at all. Right, because there was just constant screaming. My neighbors totally know how to deal with their dog.mp3.
Let's quickly go through.
I don't know where it is, but I had some I had some recording where just like a ton of stuff went wrong at like one after the other. There was like me starting to say something, then like a cat screaming, and then like something falling over, and then the printer in the room going, like running its like daily cycle or something. I think you dealt with a trauma by titling these clips. Yes. Very likely. It must be rough to record. Can this mod, of course, also play in the same world but the new snapshot? Well, so the mod needs to be updated to the new snapshot. If there are any code changes that interfere with the mod, it won't work until we've updated the mod. But the point is to be able to rerun the same clips in the new version. You might want to slash with that. What was I doing? Right, hoppers and shelves. I've done that. Okay, I need a new thing to do. What's the optimal render distance you would recommend playing on? That very, very, very much depends on your machine. Do you work on the Vibrant Visuals Java implementation? No. I basically do not work directly with any of the kind of task forces that we have. Will there be more structures on the surface? Ask the team that works with adding gameplay. Timelines to do. So we're doing gameplay, so. Alright. Copper pickaxe and cluster max harvesters. So that is about geodes. We have a geode. Nice little trial chamber there. Here's a geode. Let's oh, that was unexpected. Let's slap a light block in the corner here. Will that even really help? Okay, maybe. What is my... Right, okay. Interesting. Slicedlime is hiding something? What do you mean? I'm contractually obliged to not spill secrets, okay? What's my department? I am the technical lead of a team called Java Core, which works on the kind of backend / engine of Java Edition. So we probably just what is it? I mean, that's really weird. I kind of want like one of these to be fully grown. Can I? There. Very good. So maybe we can do this as a spline. Cluster harvesting, create, play, cluster harvesting with copper. So that is this with the splines. Splines always have file names because they always record, and this is the file name of the resulting video file. So I want to edit that. I want to add commands at 0 seconds. I want to teleport here. I want this thing to be that block. Oops. I want to clear my inventory. I want to give copper pickaxe. I think that's pretty much it. And then we'll set a little bit of a record from here to maybe like here. 10 second is our kind of general spline thing. I want to maybe in survival mode. I want to mine it from quite far away because I don't really want to pick up the results. So we probably want to be here. Switch this teleport command, and then I want to do game mode survival here. We want new commands at 10 seconds, which is the end of the spline where we go game mode creative. And we probably actually kill at E type equals item, distance is less than 20. We just kill all the things. Input, record. Oh, that's unfortunate. So it already dropped 2. So it's not going to show, there's not going to be a difference. So I might have to, okay, set up lime. Cluster harvesting, create, just transfer from cluster harvesting. So what I did now was I created a setup and I transferred all the commands from that one to this one. So now we probably want to be here instead. Set that, and we want a record start gameplay cluster harvesting with, and then we want a record stop, and then input re-record this. Is this like the worst task tool or something? I can't tell. It's a tool specifically meant for us to replicate a setup on several different snapshots so we can take side-by-side video of exactly the same thing. All right, so we do that again. Oh, right. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's a bug in the mod. That stopped my stream recording. Oh well, whatever. I guess we just keep that recording off now then. Stream still up, so that should be good. Camera back. I want this in first person. How do I get sliced? I don't recommend it. Human beings generally do not slice well. Alright, let's try that again. Can this mod be replicated with data packs? Absolutely not. So you disabled auto recording and it still stopped the recording? Yes. I think that's done. The mod interacts with Miro, it interacts with OBS, it interacts with many different things. So we have a setup that is basically meant for just automating as much of this process as possible. Like even here, I can bring up the chat in the title screen with this mod and do setup in here and record input and stuff to replicate mods or to replicate things in the mod that are about the main menu. And also this chunk loading in progress thing is from the mod to tell us when, you know, we don't want to start recording stuff if there's a big chunk of the world missing. What is that? Yeregorix? Thank you for the follow. We're coming up on ads here in a few minutes. I've switched things around a little bit for this stream. The YouTube ads are now fully automated, which means that they can be side by side, so you don't miss that much. The Twitch ones, I am going to let them play. So we're not going to do a full break with clips and stuff unless I feel like I need a break for some other reason. So if you don't want to miss stuff, please either get Twitch Turbo or sub to the channel. Those are both ad-free. That also goes for gifted subs, by the way. So nobody with any kind of sub will get an ad. Alright, so timelines to do gameplay. We're getting through the gameplay pile, so that's good. Last player game mode not saved after player dies or game is reloaded.
Yay.
Sprinting is disabled when switching your game mode to spectator while sprinting into a block or general obstruction. Sure. We'll do that one. That seems somewhat reasonable to do. Sprinting is disabled. What does that mean? Maybe here's fine. I'm just trying to find a good location to do this that isn't like where all of the other recordings have been. So here will be good, I guess. What do we put in the way? Shelves? mangrove shelves. There. All right, so being disabled. Wait. I think that's what I want, and then like 3 seconds in, we do game mode spectator, and I suppose like 3.5 seconds we do game mode creative again, or how do you get the percent in chunk loading text? Is it based around the number of chunk loading tickets? No, this is all, that's client side. So it's based off of the percentage of received chunks and rendered chunks versus the expected amount of chunks to receive for the full render distance. I don't care if they're loaded or not. I care if they're visible on the client. I should sprint. Oop. Press the wrong button there. Also, this is no points, so that's not gonna help. We do something like this, and then try again. Input, record, sprint into this thing, and I guess just that looks like sprinting to me. Okay, maybe I have to look more closely at this bug. If you change your game mode to spectator while running into an obstruction, your sprint will be disabled. Run forward towards a wall in creative or survival mode. Continue doing this. Press F3 plus N to change game mode. You will not be sprinting when entering spectator mode, and you will not be able to sprint at all until changing your game mode again. Okay, so it's just like sprinting in spectator mode. The song is creepy after the sprint, the screaming children. Okay, so we're again set up lime sprint disabled or whatever. Create transfer from lime sprinting disabled. Edit. Back camera is probably okay now. Do I care about this? Probably don't want that if I need to do. Are you liking this format of streaming some of the Snapshot video, Deb? It's a thing that I do when I don't have time, basically. As you can kind of tell, quite a lot of time goes into this. Yeah, I think Epic is preparing the fishing in spectator bug, because that was also another bug. Input, record. Okay, so I want to sprint forward, F3N, and now I can't sprint. Okay. Okay, that's good. And so record, start, gameplay, sprint, disabled in spectator, record, stop. So we manually start and stop recording. Right, I'm still in. Might want to switch back my game mode at the end of this. Game mode, creative. This is a mod called Cam Splines, which is literally made for making snapshot videos. Oh, this is interesting. You can showcase another feature of the mod here, which is this text here is popping up at the left edge of the screen, right? And if we're seeing this in side by side, you're gonna see like half of this text. Like you're gonna see tater mode or something, which is not that nice. So I'm gonna add a aspect ratio which means that we'll see the whole thing because we're going to squeeze the whole game together to be half of the screen instead. Oh, damn. He's not on the ground there. There we go. I think that's good enough for this. Hi, Robin. Didn't you do that yesterday? Am I being stupid? I feel like you subbed yesterday as well. Arrows Hide or Arrowshide? Arrows ID? I don't know. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Is my job fun? I don't think I would have stayed for 8 years if it wasn't fun. But it always like people will like ask me how it is to work for Mojang, and like, you know, I work with a game I love with a group of highly passionate, awesome people. And it's super creative, and it like is ever development, but it's also a job. Like it's you have Mondays, right? You have days where going to work is not the thing you want to do. That goes for any job. The chunk loading indicator, there's also a recording indicator here that shows up for other players while I'm recording. Both of those get nuked when I'm recording. So, of course, nothing shows up in the recorded video. That would be counterproductive. Did we complete the to-do gameplay? Did we complete the gameplay section? No. Last player game mode not saved after player dies or game is reloaded. Don't you get bored? I mean, that's to me part of what is interesting with development, is that there are new development things all the time, right? You're never developing the same thing again. I feel like, is that job fun? Is a question by someone who has not worked an okay job for a long time. Well, I mean, for a lot of people, work is literally just for money, right? It's just for getting what you need to do fun things. Some of us have the absolute privilege of working with things that are actual inspirations, but that is far from everybody. When joining a world or switching dimensions while in spectator mode, the game will forget the last game mode you were in and will put you into spectator mode. Hold on, what? The game mode you're already in when using F3 plus N or F3 plus F4. I see. Join a world, set your game mode to spectator mode, use the /execute command to teleport into the nether, press F3 plus N to attempt to switch back to your previous game mode. Okay, that we can do. Did I assign that? I did not. Hold on. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. No, I cannot tell you anything that isn't already public. Is there a feature you would want to add to this mod if you hypothetically got a lot of free time to work on it? We have 59 open, 60 now, because there's another bug, open issues on this repository, and 38 of them are enhancements. So yes, there's like tons of ideas of things we'd like to do. A lot of it's new also, like we're continuously improving it. All right, setup lime : spectator Switch stuck, I guess, or something. It's the text on the top left. It says, oh, well, you'll see it in a second. It says it's a chunk loading measurement. And it's there to show you how much of the world has loaded so that you don't start recording while there's a big chunk of the world missing. Will there ever be anti-aliasing in Minecraft? Who knows? All right, so we're going to be here, and then like 2 seconds in, we're going to do teleport into the Nether. And this also probably should be an aspect ratio. Here's the thing I added recently. You can add an option switch. So I can add like a setting for any of the options. If I need to showcase something with a specific GUI scale, for instance, I could set that. And so that was the thing we wanted to add for a long time, and now it's there. And then immediately these like debug screen options showed up, and I want to add them in here. I also want to add the ability to set a key binding to something specific here. But like if I need to showcase something with the left hand, for instance, that would be useful, right? Menu background blur. There's a lot of stuff that you want to set to a certain thing. Yes, I want to say that. No, the mod, its repo, and everything is all private. It does switch back to the previous option settings, yeah. So I believe, well, one thing we should do is record, start. Gameplay, spectator, switch, stuck. And then I guess we call this like 12 seconds or something, record stop. And then input, record. What I need to do now is switch myself into spectator mode. And that is not what I expected. So we'll have to do this again. Okay. Okay, the on-screen chat, your reply was wrong. Yeah. It said F3N, yes. But it also did say F3, F4. Which is a little bit weird, but okay. Probably want to teleport back at the end of this and then also go game mode creative. But this is one of those cases where I'm not quite sure how much, like the mod, switching game modes and back and forth and whatnot. When you're recording, do you just randomly encounter situations where fixed bugs aren't really fixed when doing side-by-side comparisons? Or are you aware of it in advance? That's when you see those texts on my videos. It's because I've already recorded a bunch of VO saying that the bug is fixed, but then as we're recording it, we discover that it isn't, or isn't fully fixed. I'm going to re-record that input. So we're going to do... that is not what I wanted to do. I think I need to do this. And then I need to... Okay, no, that isn't it either. That's weird. Okay. F3N. No. Okay, I cannot repro this bug. Title says player dies or game is reloaded, but then the reproduction steps are about teleporting into the Nether. Okay, steps 2. Join a world. Set your game mode to spectator mode. Leave and rejoin the world. Press F3 plus N to attempt to switch back to your previous game mode. Would rather not do that. Is it usually PRs that didn't get merged in time or improperly tested fixes? Who knows? It can also just be like one aspect of it that isn't, you know, something was tested in a certain situation, and then you know we showcase it in a different situation. Like one thing, we found like an arrow sticking in blocks problem that was super obvious on video. Like when I made that, it was like in a release candidate or something. I was away, by the way. I was doing this from like a hotel room, and I discovered a bug that was basically you shoot an arrow and it just like pops to a different location. And it was super obvious. So I was like, okay, well, the team will have found that. And then when they were like looking at shipping something else, I was like, they have not found this bug. It has not been reported at all. And so we reported it, and they're like, they cannot report it at all. And it turns out it's like direction dependent, so it only happens towards the north or something, right? So that's a typical kind of thing. What's the 2-player setup? And this setup is... Ooh. What am I playing? Oh, it's this thing? I have not worked on Bedrock for like 7 years. Well, that looked rather silly. Now this song is so... sounds so pretty. I mean, I think that works, right? It looked like it worked to me. I worked on Bedrock when I started on Bedrock. I worked on a Bedrock team that no longer exists when I started at Mojang. Basically the first thing and the only really lasting impact I had was I rewrote the Bedrock command parser. And introduced at S, which then got introduced into Java as a part of it. Does it happen for people to make bug reports that are really just intended features? People make feature request bug reports all the time. They get closed as feature requests. So I worked on Bedrock for a while. And then the team I was on was shut down. We were driving a project that got cancelled essentially within Bedrock. And then I was on the launcher team for a while, and then I moved to be tech lead on Java. Is it true that Bedrock is the same code base as the original PE? Oh, I mean, what does it mean? Bedrock is an evolution of Pocket Edition. Same code base, yes, but like with years and years and years of work on top of it. So what does it mean? It's not the same code because people keep working on it. I don't know if I can repro this thing properly. There was another, like, there's a 8 stage. Join a world, /game mode creative, /game mode spectator, plus F3 plus F4. The game switches back to creative mode. /kill or rejoin the world /server, plus F3 plus F4. The game switches back to spectator mode. Eh? That sounds correct to me.
Yay.
I thought Bedrock was a C++ code base. Yes, Pocket Edition and C++ all around. Which ticket I'm looking at? MC259571. Oh, it's got like 4 million duplicates. Holy smokes. Game mode switcher and F3 plus N bugs out after death. Set yourself into spectator mode and press F3 plus N. You switch to your previous game mode you're in. But if you die in spectator mode, pressing F3 plus N will forget the previous game mode, making it impossible to switch with F3 plus N. It's possible... Okay, hold up. That might be reasonable. That might be a reasonable repro. Are you on Team Java or Team Bedrock? Which is your favorite? Well, I am, you know... I've been doing videos on Java Edition for 10 years plus. Alright, that was not the thing I wanted. I wanted my spline here, setup, edit. Alright, so instead of this, we're just gonna kill me. That would be great. Spawn point. S place this thing, but it's 3. Put this in here. So fine. So 2 seconds in, it'll kill me. Okay, we can try this. All right, so spectator mode. I die. No, it works fine. Have you seen Lime play Bedrock on video even once? There have been Bedrock videos. I did make update videos for Bedrock for a little while. Before it got just way too much. You tried a Nether repro. That's what I tried before. The Nether repro was the first thing I tried. Okay. Spectator mode, disconnect, reconnect. That works. So it's not, the disconnect, reconnect thing also doesn't work. Is it different if I do game mode spectator? I mean, that's essentially what those commands do anyway. Yeah, Epic is a... Well... He was here. He's moving over to something. So Epic is one of my Snapshot helpers. So there's a group of people who help me prepare for the videos by making setups like this. And so he's the only one of them who's online right now. It's a single player only bug. That is a good question. Let's assume that this is 33A. If it's not, I can rename the world. Okay. Spectator mode. Save. Rejoin. Creative mode. Okay, so it's not that. No. Do you ever play Minecraft? It says to the person who streams his gameplay on Minecraft 3 times a week. The evil M and what? Litdoct and Shav the goat. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Yeah, I just cannot reproduce this at all. Ever played Vintage Story? Yes. Years ago. It was awful. I'm not sure if it's gotten better. I think we just we either don't show this or we don't include it in the video at all. I guess I'm not including it in the video at all. I can show you what I'm doing if I find my desktop thing here. So I flag this as not included now. And I guess this is the same thing, so I'm going to flag this as not shown. And that means all of these are done. Normally when things are done, I would make the whole box blue like this. But since I haven't been recording them, I will not do that now. Do you have your own worlds? Dude, I've played Minecraft on this YouTube channel and on Twitch for over 10 years. There are so many old series of like SMPs and survival challenges and hardcore challenges on there. You have 2,000 videos of backlog to watch. Have fun. I am quite proud of a few of them. They're pretty good. Alright, so that is gameplay done.
Yay.
Let's look at the UI. Dodds, thank you for the follow. Visual bug to the game mode switcher debug menu after resizing the window. Ooh. Okay. We might have to look at this. When changing the window size while the menu is open, the icons appear to glitch out. Okay, that might get interesting. I'm talking about now. What does it mean? Right now I'm preparing for a video. I have a long-term hardcore world. I just completed a survival challenge. I have a fan server where people play. Let's... Will the Java loading that arrived recently be the same as Bedrock? What do you mean? You can see it in the snapshot already. Is tech lead like focusing on the technical engine or more like content focus? Tech lead is just a role description. It has nothing to do with what the team does. The Java core team is the engine team, which is the team I'm tech lead for. But the role is just it's lead programmer. Dev lead. Has a bunch of names. Isn't it hard to update this mod to the new snapshot every week? No. Sometimes some of this is a little bit annoying, mostly if there's a lot of like changes in UI stuff, because like you can see there's a lot of UI stuff in the mod. But in general, no. Sometimes we don't have to do anything. Other times, many other times, there's just trivial changes. I don't play Minecraft nearly as much as I used to. Which has nothing to do with Minecraft. I've been doing this for, like I said, 10 years more. And I've played Minecraft way before I started YouTube. It does end up getting a bit old sometimes. I don't play nearly as much. I think mostly because I don't have time. If I had the time, I would probably be playing on an SMP with a lot more time input and like making videos and stuff. What am I doing? I am record start UI game mode switcher window resets. Okay. So the mod is super private, yes. Stop. Why did I just get disconnected from my phone? Oh. It decided to do like an update or something. What? Hold on. Maybe I plug you in then. What the heck? Did you just decide to update your operating system now? It was supposed to do that last night and then didn't. And I guess it just went like, oh, now is a good idea. Hi, horse. What are you doing? Okay, so Actually, what we want to do then is like 2 seconds in. Oh, not that. Yeah, I want an aspect ratio switch 2 seconds in, which is highly weird. Maybe we do a lot of these, actually. Just switch window size a bunch of times. How would you normally switch? How do you normally switch the window size? Clone to time. That's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. While the window... What is this horse doing? Input record. So I want to do this. Oh yeah, it looks great. Okay, well that works. Does it work to replay it also? Oh yeah. Cool. Alright, so that was done. How does someone find this? That's a good question. I'm not quite sure how you would normally, like, I guess you could switch. While this is open, I guess I could grab the edge of the screen. Yeah, I can. Probably by mistake, to be honest. But somebody just accidentally clicked on the edge of the screen and saw that it broke. All right, where are we at? We have a visual bug left, I think. Time, lines to do, visual. Cannot see villagers' profession layer behind the slime. Okay. All right. Locate structure village then. Ideally, we're not under something. Oh, this iron golem is gonna like go kill a villager or something. Do you think there's fans with their own unit tests? Yes. Well, I mean, I'm sure, I know there are people with their own tests and stuff. Test worlds and such. Redstoners with test worlds and whatnot. What the heck's this about? Maybe we do this like on the hill. Okay, so. Crap, I can't remember. I want like you. No tag. Villager. Villager. Get out? Yeah. Villager data. Profession. Partner. Level 1. Type planes. No AI 1. That works. Bye-bye. Oops. That's what I want. Okay, so spline. Villager behind slime. So I know people have test worlds. I know people also have some mods have their own test suites. Senior role, but not manager. That works varies by company / type of work / scope of work. I've been tech lead for a number of different teams, and in situations I've both been a like people manager and not. I'm currently not. Currently a technical leader and a part of leadership team of the team, but not a people manager, not an engineering manager. Oh, that was my phone rebooting. What? Okay. What are you doing, Epic? Well, excuse the noises. We want that, and then I probably want a summon slime, like here. Is it size? Is this capital S? Ooh, I don't know. No, AI1, tag, hiding. Okay. Yeah, that's really weird. Okay, cool, but that works. Did I make a... I did make a thing. Okay, I'll edit this. At the very start of this, I want to summon the two things. For this one, I don't want to be in the frame, so we'll remove me, and then in 10 seconds, I want to teleport everything tagged hiding to... And this teleport thing, by the way, is anything you teleport to negative, God knows how much, will instantly despawn instead of having like a death animation and drop loot and whatnot. So this is how you find some bugs that you recognize? What do you mean? The bugs that we're fixing is all closed on the bug tracker. Alright, so I guess this is kind of a good place to see it. So maybe we did this. 0.0, and then we do this. What? Oh, I've messed up the command. Okay. This is supposed to be tags, not the tag. There we go. Oh, that's very slow. Okay, I probably want to be in spectator mode here again. Which direction? I want to be slightly further to the left. Maybe. How do you make cinematics without replay mod? You're literally watching it right now. It's a custom mod made specifically for making snapshot videos. That's good. We're done with that one. So that is, I think, everything for the gameplay video. The rest of the stuff is for the technical video, which we can also do setup for. There's a weird custom number for /TP used is for entity that has custom tags. What custom number? Oh, this thing. This is the UUID of that entity. If you point at an entity, you will get its UUID as an autocomplete thing. I assume you're only doing bugs, right? Since that's the only publicly available information, correct? Okay. What? Okay. Your phone has been updated. Very nice. Okay, cool. Why did you choose now? This was, I told it to like update at 2 a.m. last night and it didn't. And then when I woke up this morning, it went like, your phone has not been updated. Okay, I'm like, okay, fine. That's so weird. Alright. Oh, okay. Good thing. I got messages while it was updating. Great. Alright. There's a bug with Iron Golem in survival. When I hit him, it won't attack. If you make the golem yourself, it doesn't do that. It will naturally spawn once to hit back. Alright, well, timelines to do. We can probably just do all of it at this point. Dialogues, commands, text components. That's what's left. So yes, only tech videos things. We didn't like the missing demon child noise background. Yeah, that's probably why. It's like, it's too calm around here. Please have more screaming cats. I reproduced the bug you skipped. Go to survival. F3 plus N now toggles between survival and spectator. Go into another dimension while in spectator. Now F3 plus creative in spectator instead of survival. Wow. Okay. You know commands so well. Are you like a Mojang dev or something? I know commands so well because I've been doing command stuff for 11 years on YouTube. I am a Mojang dev, but most devs will not know commands this well because they have not been working with commands for like forever. Do I care about that then? I mean, I guess. What did I call that? I had a setup for that. Lime. This one. Okay. I mean, essentially this, I guess killing is the same, but we can, I guess we this, no, maybe we do this. Okay. Input, record. Okay, hold on. God damn it. Okay, so this, switch to survival mode, die. Creative mode. Survival mode. Okay, so, well, that's interesting. Creative survival. Okay, so we do the same thing, but with F3N then. Oh man, that was very close. Spectator survival, spectator survival. Okay, so it doesn't work with kill. Okay, cool. Execute in nether run teleport me to wherever. Did your videos or your job come first? Videos. But then I also worked for Electronic Arts making video games for 11 years. So, you know, I didn't get hired because I was making videos. I got hired because I was an experienced game developer. I think we do this. Okay. Survival mode. Very nice. Okay, this is going swimmingly. But again. No? This is the right thing for me. Do I need to like toggle back and forth first? Move this to like 4 seconds instead. I slightly preferred his videos before he joined Mojang. I don't think that is so much related to before I joined or after I joined. I've been changing the format, but I've been changing the format to adapt to YouTube, not to adapt to. Well, if you can repro it, just make an input recording to the thing then. It's not single player specific. We didn't repro it in single player either. but Epic has apparently reproed it, which means it's not single player specific. What should I do if I want to be a future Mojang dev? I mean, you're doing well if you're doing things like that, but I would also say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. The video games industry is in a massive slump at the moment. People are getting fired left and right. If you want to be a game developer, that's great. Like, go for it. Realize that the situation is quite hard right now, but that might change. But if your only desire is to specifically be hired by this one game development studio, that's near impossible. Why did I just see an ad? Because ads are on. It's a part of YouTube. Like, maybe you can be a Mojang employee, yes, you know, it's not impossible. But if that's your only desire and your only reason for getting into game dev, then you're doing something bad. Curse for or Modrinth, very important. For what? Just preference in general? You can't get the mod that I'm using. He's not a developer or Mojang, he just works on YouTube. Maybe stop spreading misinformation. Unless it's your own company. Running your own company is also hard if you want to do it as your job. Okay, so you're saying that it should work now. Okay, well, except because Epic has a different resolution, we have different GUI scales, and this one needs to be 4 if I recall correctly. God damn it. Nice, it's switching my game mode under my feet. Okay, so no. What bug is that? This is a bug about switching between different game modes. Do you prefer... What do you prefer for Minecraft mod / data pack / resource pack / mod packs in general? I prefer as open as possible, so Modrinth over CurseForge. Okay, well this didn't work. Oh wait. Maybe the mod can't replicate the bug? It's possible, but that was a missed click on the screen. Do /job if you want to know my job. And don't speak about other people's jobs if you don't know. Use keyword. Okay, cool. That means I should not need this. So let's remove it. My GUI scale got stuck there. Interesting. Very cool. Thank you. God damn it. That was a tough one. All right, we're gonna drop that then and do hard this. Okay. It only took like 4 people trying to repro this and an entire chat watching and suggesting stuff and about an hour. Can that mod of yours record mobs as well? It doesn't record anything. It just triggers OBS to record things. Yes. But essentially, You know, it can do whatever you can do in game. Mobs tends to be the trickiest thing, because mob AI tends to not want to collaborate and do the same thing. But like, also what we do is kind of just do things over and over until they behave. We have like 17 takes of some things. Also, I will say that like the mod is not like entirely 100% precise. So if you have something that is a little timing based, then you know, sometimes it doesn't fully work. All right, so very nice. Well, we're down to the tech stuff, which is 6 bugs at the moment. Oops. So you can retain entities shaders by running the /kill command while on spectator mode. Okay. Let's summon a spider here then. Well, once again, Dim, I do not work with the gameplay editions of this. I have many opinions and ideas and whatnot on the gameplay of this game, but I don't work with it. So, you know, not my call. Let's see, no AI 1. Can we do a spline out of this? No, because we need to die in the middle of it. Set up. Either kill, I guess. Edit. So we want to do this thing here. Will legacy color codes ever be removed? If all their use cases have been replaced with new proper things with text components, yes. Before that, probably not. I am just very interested in the input recording for no reason at all. Are you recording inputs every frame or every tick? Frames and ticks are the same thing on the client side, more or less. They're frame rate dependent, right? Game mode, spectator. Spectate. Wait. Well, I don't need that. Target player, yes. And probably we like... Should be in, yeah, edit. Be in third person view. Spectating the spider should show up. And then like 3 seconds in, we do kill at n tag equals this. And then 10 seconds in, we do game mode creative. That should do it. Commands. Well, that also didn't repro. Wait, am I killing me? I'm killing me, of course. Duh. And then forgot to get rid of them. So probably then We also then probably want to set a spawn point right here. Nice, this command backwards. I have sliced myself, yes. I've sliced my finger really badly on preparing, what was that, like a New Year's dinner or something? Had to go to the ER and all kinds of stuff. It was not nice. Input record this. King dice. Respawn. We can go around a little bit. And that... Okay, that is extremely concerning. Spectator mode. Okay. I can switch. Okay. Doesn't go away. Is that the origin or channel name? No, that happened way later. There is an origin on my channel name. It's explained a little bit in an old Q&A video. That's my 5,000 sub Q&A video. There's also a supporter behind the scenes Q&A that has got a longer, more thorough explanation. It's not as much interesting things as you think. Now, the thing is, I need this to end with a situation where I'm not a spray. I'm not... maybe I can switch to, like, first person at the end of it. Maybe it goes away then. I'm gonna be stuck with that shader. And I also want an aspect ratio on here, so I'm probably gonna have to re-record the input, but we'll try it. Oh yeah. Oh boy. That's what happens when you... Oops. Okay, right, this. Okay, so it didn't... Well, now I was dead. Well, okay, let's re-record that input record. Oh boy. Okay. I don't like this. We do not commands. Yeah, actually. We just move this to like 11 seconds. Maybe that works. Okay, interesting. So, just switching the camera doesn't do it, but the button press does. So remove that. I'm going to put a command group at 11 seconds. But basically not. Why do I not see the spider here? Okay. I cannot tell you anything that isn't already public about the next snapshot. Or anything else for that matter. Live streams are always a Q&A. Like, there wouldn't be a point to having a live stream if there wasn't interaction and questions and answers. Camera switches don't work when recording input. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Anyway, this, I think, either way works. So, we're done. Are there parts of Java Edition that are harder to update because of technical debt, or is the code mostly modern now? Absolutely, there are pieces of it that we despise, that we would love to change, but they're ingrained in some way or hard. Like, and also, there are a lot of things we want to do, way more things we want to do, but way more things that we want to do than there's time for us to do it. Overall, we're quite a small team. So fun to abuse. Yes, that tends to happen. Run command click events doesn't... Oh, I can actually... Let's to do. Run command click events doesn't work in written books if chat is hidden. Run command dialogue actions don't work if chat is hidden. I mean, they're basically the same thing, right? So we'll just do one. And we'll do books, I think, because it's just easier. Is there a reason why changes like pistons moving tile entities aren't on Java, besides not getting to it? Is it a code thing? Well, first of all, tile entities isn't a thing. Block entities is. And, like, yes, there are reasons. I'm not going to go into them. If there weren't technical reasons, it would probably happen, right? Since you worked in different game studios, is the amount of community bug reports you get for Minecraft similar to the rest of the industry? No. Absolutely, completely abnormal. Most places barely have public bug trackers, let alone ones that have the amount of community engagement that the Minecraft bug tracker has. It is an outlier. For better and worse. Mostly for better, I would say. Like, the sandbox nature of Minecraft means that the breadth of use cases is way beyond what, like, a QA team, even a really good QA team could find. Like, they're so weirdly specific use cases. But also we get a lot of spam. So. Could you elaborate on the technical reasons? I would personally find it intriguing. No. I think there's a delay in our comments getting shown up in Slicedlime's chat. No. There's a delay between you seeing chat and you seeing the stream. And, like, there's basically a few seconds of stream delay on YouTube. I need to set up run command in book. We want... I can't hide chat with an option, can I? We'll have to input record them. Okay, so... oh, this will be fun. Written book with book written book content, like author. What now? Title. Written book content. Crap. Pages. I defined this data format. So, if you think that programmers like remember all the things, no. You could also disable chat through the options. But that's not the same thing. If chat is hidden. So chat is hidden. Oh, so... Ah, I see. No, that is an option. I see. So chat hidden is... I was thinking UI is hidden. You also see them slightly before they appear in on-stream chat. You sometimes start to answer something before it visually appears on stream. That's really odd, because I use the same application to show chat, both on stream and for me. So that's incredibly awkward in that case. Alright, so this should be able to be a click me. Oh no, I've been exposed as psychic. I can predict the future perfectly, and I use it to predict chat a second into the future. Oh no. Click action. No, click event. Action, run command.
Predict this.
Chat is pre-recorded anyway. We're all paid actors. Thank you so much, Clover. That's 50 months. Holy smokes. Thank you so much for that. And L. Argon, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I found out. The lime part is clipping off an old game studio you started, and the sliced part is an arbitrary prefix to increment name taken dialogues. More or less. With a lot of steps in between and stuff that's not very interesting. Mods take an immense amount of effort to write the stream and chat scripts every day. Wait, you guys are paid for this? You weren't supposed to tell Neunheit. What command am I running here? So chat is hidden. We can't do chat. Oh, this is really annoying. Let's do this then. Okay. Alright, so this, if I click here. Right. Do I want to circumvent that dialogue? Probably do. That's annoying. When I get my payments for following the script. You don't get paid, you're a bot. You know? We automate things here. Can you predict when's the end update? No, I cannot. If I said anything, it would be taken as a promise or leak or whatever, regardless of how much prefix, so I will say nothing. So probably instead of this title thing, I run a trigger. It's probably this. Trigger. Yeah, let's do that. And then this setup needs to scoreboard players enable as book command. Scoreboard players reset everybody in book command. Oops. Clear. This whole thing, but instead of this, we do hold on, there. We can actually do this now. Trigger command. I think I can just do that. Why are you warning? Oh, because my name is in here, but that's okay. He said nothing like the end? End update confirmed? What is this? Text component. Book. Okay. And then record stop. And then I want... We'll need a couple of things here. We'll just plonk that over here somewhere. Execute as a scores equals command equals 1, I think. Run. Title add as title. Oh, YouTube. Wait. What are you, why are you? Oh. Always. And then this thing just scoreboard players reset. Always active chain. Okay, cool. So now if I do /trigger command. Scoreboard players enable me book command. Hold on, what? But I just enabled it. Is it because of this? Does it get... Oh, I might be doing things in the wrong order here. Reset unenables it. Yeah. That's less than ideal. That means swap these. Reset and enable. I mean, I guess I don't need the well, we'll do that. That's fine. Enable. Yes. Okay. All right. Input record. I probably want this. Probably want this in a lower aspect ratio. Okay, so that's the recording, and then now we add an option switch at the start of this that is chat hidden. Okay. That worked poorly. Chat is shown now. So we probably don't. Well. Okay. We switch this to happen just slightly into the thing. And then we copy this to like 9.5 seconds. And we set it back to shown so that the last command can run. Okay. Why did it work? Yeah, chat is disabled. Okay. There have to be a privileged command. Set chat to hidden. Yeah, or not giving. Okay, yeah, okay. So all of that stuff was just for nothing. All right, fun, good times. Let's redo the whole thing again. Where this, instead of trigger book command, should actually just be the title command, so that's apparently an essential part of the. Actually, that should just be that. It will. No, this should be fine. This. This. There. YouTube. Okay. We'll do this with chat shown in input recording. Cool, and then we'll edit this. Set it to hidden again. Play. What? Ooh. What is it? It is shown. Okay. What's the warning? It's because my name is hard-coded into this. There's my nickname here. And almost always, that means this should be @s. So there's a warning about it. We're probably going to enforce that it's written like this, if you actually mean it. Damn, what's all this end hype about? This feels just like when everyone requested a cave update. Well, yes. The counterpoint to that, I suppose, is that the end update turned out... Or, not the end update. The cave update turned out quite cool.
Yay.
AJ Cool, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. What am I missing here? Okay. Why is this working? Chat hidden here. Chat shown here. Start update. Nice. Begin update. I feel like this at this point is the correct setup for it. Okay, what is this is running a title command, which is I am confused now. Okay, so what if we
Yay.
I can't trigger this if I have chat off. But I have this, I guess. What if we just do this manually? Chat hidden. Done. Click this. Yes. Doesn't work. What was that? Error message? Chat disabled in client open. Okay. Huh? Huh? community shocked when the end update turned out to just be the end of updates. Yes. So I guess this just isn't working for some reason. I guess we just... Yeah, this is certainly correct. Okay, I guess we nuke these chat settings then. And then we record the entire thing, as in this is going to be really annoying. We might need this to be like 30 or something. Input record. Alright, so we get that. We do this, chat, hidden, done, this, right click here, yes. Wait for a long time, then this, chat, shown, done. With input recording. Input recording stretches to 19 and something, so we can switch this to 20 seconds. It should be good. Play. Hey, we did the thing. That was awful. Ugh. That is a part of Miro I very much appreciate. Okay, that's done. Very nice. Looks like Epic has done a couple of the dialogue things meanwhile. That was quite a hassle. Are the items on the board? What do you mean? Board looks like this. So yeah, we're working on this future update thing. All of the stuff up here is done. All of the gameplay-y things are done. We were just doing this thing. It took forever. And then this is the thing that is left. Are you working on this one, Epic, or should I grab it? Last thing. Should only be one thing in this command now. There's only one thing. I don't know. I'll grab it. Hey, early night? Well, I mean, it's not really early, is it? Alright. Dialogue is unescapable when action or exit action is set to run command with a command that would produce a signed chat message. This is a case for the superhero that is Miso's data pack generator. Dialogue. Reset. Confirmation, sure. Alright, we need... I don't need a confirmation, I want a notice. With action being set to... run command with a command that produces a signed chat message. So like say hi there. Why are you complaining? Can I run this thing? Yes. That was probably a very silly thing to do. Yes. He's now stuck in this. Epic, can you run /dialogue clear on me? Can I? No, I can't. How do I check bugs fixed in the snapshot on this new bug tracker? Not entirely sure. Thank you. Yeah, that was extremely silly. Oh, you did. Oh yeah, I forget that you were also on mine. Thank you. Setup. Bug works. Well, yeah, that's a way to see it. Yes. Stuck in dialogue. Great. Edit. Definitely want to do this in half screen. So I don't even know. Probably want to just let's go stand over here, I guess. It is fine little thing to stand on. I want this in that mode. And then I want this thing. The nice part is that when setup ends, you can close in the warning symbol as well. Ah, I guess that's the point of that. Yeah. Stand in a more pretty place. I don't want time to go look for the prettiest place. Like, you're gonna see a dialogue across the entire screen. The button should probably say something. All right. Okay. So that's that. Oh, actually, record start dialogue. Stuck in dialogue. And then we do 10 seconds, record stop. That should be it. I should be able to do input record now safely. We'll see. Nice. You can disconnect from the server. That's right. You can't forcibly close the dialogue. To play that. that's gonna be really weird in the fixed version, I think. But whatever. You might have to update that setup. All right, well, that is timelines to do. No results. We done. Everything is set up. Okay. I think it's at this point the end update jokes have run their course, and we can stop yelling about end update. Oh, you're coming back tomorrow. Nice. You coming into the office? Yay. Should we end the end jokes? Come on. I'll be in the office tomorrow. Yeah, I guess we're pretty much done. There isn't really much. I mean, repeat comedy can be fun. An errand at 8 nearby. Yeah, cool. See that? Actually, I also enjoy comedy that's just saying something that is like very benign, but then you can say it in such a way that it sounds really like threatening or something. Banning was a little harsh. I don't know if that was a timeout or a ban. My Chronicle, thank you for the follow. But I appreciate you, mods. Time for a quick concealed card run. They are just never quick. But yeah, like saying stuff like, it's like, oh, you're coming into the office. Okay, cool. Be seeing you. Like, timeout. Thank you. That seems appropriate. Like, you were literally asked, son. But yeah, I guess that's it. I don't really think we're got much time to start anything else. Okay. we're gonna wrap up. Thank you, folks, for hanging out. For legal reasons, this is not a threat. Yes. Appreciate you all being here. For legal reasons, nobody's forcing me to say that. Be seeing you. I hope you have a great evening. All right, we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna go raid somebody. Thank you, everybody. If you didn't catch that earlier, I will not be streaming for a while. I have another thing planned for Thursday, and on Saturday I am running a race in Stockholm called the Midnight Race, which, as you might think, is, you know, later in the evening. So it's actually not at midnight, but it's like in the evening. So it is over my stream time. So my next stream will be on Sunday, very likely. It's a 10k race. I'll post some stuff about it in the Discord, so if you're interested in there, you can have like a tracker and stuff on people, so you can follow how dead I am. Which should be good. I'm not in great shape, but I'm getting somewhere. I can run the 10k. It's not going to be fast, but I can run it. Who is online? All right, let's head over to Linksy, eh? Thank you, folks, for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day, morning, night, evening, whatever time it is in your time zone. And I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.